Hey guys, Zoid here, and welcome to this guide on Banishers Ghosts of New Eden. Now, in this video, I'm gonna be testing out the game in different settings, which is namely medium settings, low settings, and max settings, which is, I guess, very high for this game. So yeah, let's get started with the benchmarks. Now, before we get started, I want to let you know what config or specs I'm running. So I'm running an RTX 3060 Ti Fe for my graphics card. For CPU, I'm running Ryzen 5 5600X, 32 gigs of RAM with speed of 3000 mHz and 1 TB NVMe SSD. So that's my specs. And for the screen, I'm using an Odyssey G7 from Samsung. The res is at 2K. I'm gonna be showing you the settings, so you will know regardless. So yeah, let's check out the settings. So you go to options, video. As you can see, my display monitor is Samsung G7. I use borderless because I alt tab a lot, so it can be resource intensive if you are not using borderless. Say I put it to full screen or windowed. Windowed is fine, I guess, but if you use full screen and alt tab, it takes up a lot of resources. So I use borderless. Screen resolution is fixed, which is 2560 x 440 1440. Frame rate is uncapped or unlimited for me. VSync is off. Anti-aliasing is DLSS. I'm gonna be testing the game at TA and AMD FSR 2.2 after a while. So for now, I'm using DLSS, and it is set to quality. Sharpness is 20. I think you can play around with this setting. I think 40%, 35 is good enough. I do not use 0% because it looks kind of dull if you use that sharpness. This is grayed out for me. Latency is low. Latency is on. I don't like to use motion blur that often in such games, so it is off for me. I'm using the medium preset, so as you can see, everything's medium here. This is the live benchmark, as you can see. The GPU temperature, usage, memory, CPU temperature, CPU usage, RAM, and FPS, which we'll be looking. So let's get started. Now this game has come in as a surprise for a lot of players. I've been playing it so far and it's amazing. Let me just download the audio. %30 is good enough. As you can see, I'm getting 80 FPS.
Charlie, we're here. Your prayers.
What can you tell me about
This is the main quest, I guess.
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now. And I can first put in
What?
in my humble as to
So I guess I got the main mission.
the
So yeah, let's check out the frame rates now. Check out the
Damn it, Charles.
sky, which is
Those accursed sea storms.
looking decent, I guess.
If only we'd been here earlier.
No. But as Charles would
In medium
say,
settings, the bushes are
another day,
kind of
another soul to save.
washed up. Let me just sharpen the DLSS more. Kind of looks okay. It kind of looks
These
okay
people
in medium
have
settings.
no idea what they're up against.
So I'm getting 70 FPS, 70 or 60 FPS as you can see. Let's see all the actions. Looks fine. So that place was resource intensive, as you can see, more graphically intense areas, houses, people. The frame rate is dropping here, kind of dropping
We
here.
should go to Esther.
Once you get away from this
Said the
place,
house
it
stood
should
above the
go up.
docks.
Yeah, you can see it going up like 80, 85, 87, 88. This game is heavy for a medium end system like mine. Let me change the setting to max and see what's the result. So go to options, video. Turn it all the way up. Then you restart the game. Let me quickly restart the game. Quick preload of shaders. Continue. So this is max settings. Let me go to the same place and see how's the FPS there. There, as you can see, I was getting 60 FPS, right? 60 to 65. It's gone down by a few frames. Like in this area, I was getting 60, which is still okay because I'm still getting 66, 65 FPS here. Here I was getting 60, and it's dropping down to 55. The game is decently optimized, I guess, because I'm getting. Still, it's the FPS is fine right now. Let me get away from this area and see how much FPS I'm getting. Oh, I'm gonna have that conversation again. Hold on, let me just test it out and then I'm fine with that. So once I escape this area, yeah, this place is heavy because I'm dropping it to 60 FPS. Let me just change around a couple of settings and see how it performs. Video. Oh, if I try FSR. Okay. Now if I put it to performance, the FPS goes up. I don't see much a graphical difference if I put it to performance. So I think it is good.
You'll be the band, and you may have your what?
Yeah, it's fine. Let me try out FSR. Yeah, I'll use quality, I guess. Yeah, it's like better than DLSS, I think, the FSR. Because let me show you one thing. The FPS is stable, kind of stable. It's not doing big jumps like it was previously. Like it was dropping to 55 It's going up, going down. Right now I'm having a stable FPS, which is not going down. So I guess FSR is kind of stable, because the jump is only for 5-6 frames, that's it. Yeah. But the thing is, I'm not getting too much FPS with FSR 2.2, so I think it is effective to a certain extent, and after that, it's like kind of meh. Yeah, it is even dropping down to 55. I don't think it is that feasible to use in max settings. Let me just change it to DLSS. And put it to quality. Apply. Okay, continue. Okay, so the difference in medium and max settings is, I think, by 5-6 frames. It's not that much. Let me just have that conversation again. Let me see how it performs there.
What will you do for my Charles?
That's the map. I have to go here, I guess. Okay. Now, we're outside finally. Finally, we're outside, and I'm getting 55, 56 FPS. The settings, I believe, is maxed. Yep. And DLSS quality, of course. Let me just change it to normal. If you use TA and resolution scaling is 100, I think you should use 100 as a scaling. So like that. Let me check how much FPS I get. Yeah, there is a improvement in a few FPS if you use TAA, which is surprising because DLSS should perform well. The FPS jumps are kind of odd, because I was getting 51, then it jumped up to 60. See, TA is still fine, I guess. Let me go back and check in the graphically intense scenarios. Yeah, the performance is similar, I guess. Yeah, it is more, I think, here. TA. I was expecting DLSS to perform well in this game, but I think it is average. FSR was giving me stable FPS. It was not too high, but it was stable. DLSS, I think, kind of disappointing. It's fine, I guess. Okay, now I'm going to be changing the settings to low. So you go to options. Video. Let me just change it to DLSS. Because I was testing it on quality previously, so I'm going to be doing the same here. Low. Apply. I need to do a quick restart. Let me just do that. So far, Banishers Ghosts of New Eden is decent. It's performing decently. This is, by the way, low settings on DLSS quality. So it should give me decent FPS. So immediately, much cleaner. Like the ground is all messed up. It's not that great. Bushes are fine, I guess, for low settings. Yeah, but you can clearly see the difference in graphics. But even for a low setting, I'm getting quite less FPS. You see, I was getting 65 to 60, 57 FPS here. I'm getting 70. So it is a decent jump, I guess. 10, 15 frames. But still, the performance is not that good. like in this area. The gameplay is much smoother now. Yeah, the FPS jump is about 15 to 20 FPS if you play it on low settings. After this, I'm going to be testing the game on my suggested best settings. I'm going to be testing it out as we go along. Let me just go to the objective and see what's going on. Yeah, the frame jumps are decent. Like 50 to 20 FPS difference is good. But again, it is low settings, so I don't think it's that good looking. Am I going on circles or what? I have to go down. So yeah, that was graphically intense environment, so the frame rate was quite low there.
Yes. So close to town.
This is a much cleaner area. It is not that bad. I mean, the rocks are not that good looking in low settings, but still the graphics is decent.
Where are you leading me?
Small fight.
More of you? Enough. No one is safe here. Most of these people died fighting. Someone didn't want them here.
To investigate this place again. Let me take a quick look. Up there? You're gonna break that to hop over it. Jump that. So yeah, the low settings are performing decently, I guess. Let me just change around a few settings and see how it performs. So motion blur is off. Graphics, I think. Let this be. View distance is high. Foliage is high. Texture quality, I'm gonna be switching to high. Texture quality is, yeah, it's fine. Effect is high. Shadow, I think low is fine. I'm optimizing this game right now for best settings. So I think shadow quality should be low because it takes up decent FPS and resources. Post-processing, medium. Let's just start off with high and see how it performs. This option, it just enhances your FPS if you're experiencing performance issues and all. I think this should be off by default. If you're using a hard disk, you can turn this on. Let me just check out the settings. Restart the game and see how it goes. So I quit the game. So no preloading shaders right now. Let's see how it goes right now. Taking decent time to load up. I don't know why. Okay, so we're in.
I've seen more graves here than I've met settlers.
FPS is looking good because I've turned up a few settings to high, like the quality. I think we can still do better. So view distance is high, foliage is medium, effect quality is high, shadow quality is low, post processing high, anti-aliasing is low. So if you turn this on, this would be grayed out by default. Motion blur is off. Of course, you will need to turn this off, or it adds unnecessary blur to your game. If you're a fan of motion blur, you can turn this on. It's fine, I guess. But I'm not a big fan of motion blur, so I keep this off. DLSS is quality. 50% is decent, I think. 20% was too less. It was looking kind of dull. Okay, VSync is off. Unless you're facing any screen tearing or something like that, just keep this off. It will help even with your input delay, because VSync is infamous for adding delay to your mouse inputs and keyboard inputs. Maximum frame rate is unlimited. It was the same before, so yeah, display mode is borderless. You can change this to full screen if you don't alt tab a lot or change windows a lot. I keep this to borderless. Display monitor is default. So yeah, this is the gameplay settings. Let's just see how it performs. It looks decent. I mean, we can play at max settings, but I'm trying to optimize this for all PCs, like for the low-end PCs, the 1050 Ti's, 1660, 1650 Supers, and RTX 2060. And if you name the processors, it should be i5 13 Gen, i3 13 Gen, Ryzen 3 series, and all those processors. So keeping those in mind, I'm showing you these settings. If you have a high-end PC which has an RTX 40 series card and I think i7, i9, I think you should play this game at max settings because it is quite optimized. So you can easily play this game at high settings. You shouldn't have much problem. Let me just take a quick look on.
Why didn't you wait for us, old friend? I swear I'll make it up to you.
Go down for it? No, I just came up here. Yeah, I have to go down further. Okay, cannot go down anymore. Let's just follow this path. Cannot get up there. So this is a graphically less intense scenario. So I'm getting decent FPS. You can see it's 160 or 65. It's going up 170. 170 was the max settings. I mean max FPS. Let me just go inside the forest and see how it performs there.
A memory lingers here. I might be able to reveal it.
Okay, so you need some resources to do that ritual.
Mixing pyrite with those plants I found should work. I need a little more. That's all I need.
See, the game is performing quite well in these settings. I think I would recommend you to use these settings and see how it goes after that. Yeah, that should be all from this video. I think I've covered all the settings for Banishers Ghost of New Eden in this video. If this video has helped you in any way, do leave a like, comment down your own suggestions. I think you can also comment on your specs, and if you're struggling with some settings or some FPS, I can maybe help you out if it is in my information range. And subscribe for more. Adios.